Welcome back, guys. We are back with another video. Today, we just received our part that we've been waiting on. Thankfully, Flatirons Tuning hooked us up. And this is the pedal assembly. If you guys haven't caught up to the previous videos, we've been trying to figure out our squeaky pedal situation. First, I ordered the Humble Rumble kit because I didn't see no cracks on the pedal assembly. So I assumed it was going to be the firewall, and our vehicles always have that issue with the firewall. So I just thought I'll tackle it. Why not? Turns out I think I had like one that was breaking, but that's about it. So it didn't make a dramatic change, but I'm sure I secured it. So I just added 3. So I didn't think it needed all of it because they were all still secured. So I ended up purchasing a pedal assembly because now I started to look at it a little bit more, and I noticed that the brake pedal was moving with the clutch a little bit, not a lot, but it's there. So I am going to say that it's probably the pedal assembly and it's cracked somewhere where I can't see it. So we're just gonna rip it off. Might as well. Got the new pedal assembly. From what I've heard and read, Subaru has fixed the situation that the pedal assembly has been encountering, which would break by the little pipes. From what I've heard and read, that they have fixed that issue and resolved it. So now there's new pedal assemblies that are coming out with the new version of it. So let's put that on today. Hopefully it's as easy as it looks, because it looks pretty intimidating right now. So I will walk you through that and we'll go from there. Alright, we're running out of daylight, but we're gonna try to do this pedal assembly. I don't think I'm gonna finish it today. Probably finish it tomorrow, but I'm gonna start. We gotta pry this plastic piece off some way, somehow, just like that. Once that's out, we gotta take this screw and this screw out. I think after this I'm gonna call it a night, because I just finished doing the axle on that car. I should have done a video, but it was pretty simple. So I got this screw out. Okay, got those screws. Now we get to pop this out, just like so. There's a connection here. This pops out, I think. That's one connection. On the left hand side is the release. You got it. It's on the side right here. Boom. There's one more plug that has to come out, which is this one. And that's it. And we bring the whole thing down. And just like that. It's just all pop clips. And now we have access to everything else. The pedals. We have to also loosen 2 nuts from the engine bay, which is for the clutch master. So that has to be removed. I'm not going to do that. I'm losing daylight. I just want to get this out of the way. So that way, first thing tomorrow, I can get started on this. In the meantime, I think I'm going to open this box. See how the pedal assembly looks. Alright, this is it. This is the new pedal assembly. I don't think mine is black, but this was, I believe, $200 if I'm not mistaken, on Flatirons Tuning website. Definitely recommend that. We shall see her tomorrow. And we're back. It's the next day and it's the morning. We got our tools here. I believe we needed a 12mm or Torx 40 socket, definitely a light screwdriver, and yeah, so that's what I'm going to work with. A couple extensions here, and that's what I'm going to work with at the moment. So yesterday we removed this side piece, 2 screws, took down this bottom piece. Now we have this bracket that has to be removed, I believe. I'm going to double check all that in the bottom real quick, because I think there's quite a few things that we got to remove, as well as 2 nuts in the engine bay that holds the brake master cylinder. So we remove the intercooler, and I'm gonna get it with a 3/8. I'm not sure how many inches this extension is, but yeah, with a 12. Alright, so this one was easier, this side, but the left side, or the right side I would say, passenger side, is much difficult. So what I used on that side was this long tool that I ended up buying at Harbor Freight. It's pretty slim, and a small 12mm. So this is 3/8 and fit right through. So from what I gathered, this is a 2013 hatch. So from what I read and saw, we got to remove this metal bracket. The whole point is to get enough leverage. Enough leverage to take this whole pedal assembly out. So for reference, this accelerate pedal is by itself. That gets removed. And then we have these two pedals that gets removed. But they're all the way from up there. It's all the way bolted. It's all the way bolted all up there. So it runs across. And there's a lot of things in the way. So we're with LBT2. There's a 10mm bolt there that we're gonna remove. But I think we gotta remove this L bracket too right here. I'm on the steering column. It's pretty bad view, I'm sorry. There's two bolts somewhere here. Can't see it. It's, I think, behind that spring. So there's a bolt there and a bolt here, and I think we can loosen those a couple turns and it will drop the steering column a little bit to give us more clearance. We're also gonna remove the accelerator pedal that is held on by 12mm bolts. This is how you're looking at the brake pedal assembly. What they want you to take out is these two. This is a pin. This is the pin that they want you to take out, which is located here. It's in here with this in there. So you will pop that out and then bring this out. I use the flathead to kind of bring it out a little bit, and they use pliers to take it out. Then there's another one somewhere here. I think it's this one. This little hole right here. There's another one there. You pop that out. So there's two. Now we're gonna focus on loosening these two, and then those four. Well, we're gonna remove those four. Update, we got it out, and it took quite a while. And ignore me when I said in the beginning I was gonna try to do it without the extra steps, because you do need the extra steps because you need the clearance. So we're gonna inspect it right now to see where this got damaged. Let me bring it to the light actually. I just removed it and it doesn't look broken, honestly. I don't even know what's wrong with it, but I hear the squeak, but I don't see where it's broken. Alright, so now we have this side by side. Definitely different color. This is OEM. So I'm assuming this is the new version that they created to fix the whole braking pedal situation. This one, I'm not sure. I couldn't find the issue. And let's reverse everything, put everything back together. We gotta put this one back here. Okay, that was pretty easy to take out. All you gotta do is just turn it to the left, and then it comes out. It's just like one turn. I think that's it because the sensors are already here. I think that's the only thing I needed to change. I want to get new replacements nuts for these. So I did remove this relay box from the fuse box to get more space. Remove the wires from this box. I don't know what it is, but removed it from there. And there's no need to like worry about it. It's all like, they all belong to each pin set, I guess. I'm not sure. They're individual plugs. Yeah, so you need a space to kind of take off the whole clutch assembly. That's why you need to take all this out. I try to do the least possible steps, but unfortunately you have to do all these steps because the clutch assembly is so big. Such as removing this bracket piece, because you have to loosen the steering column. Without taking that bracket piece, you can't get to one of the bolts. I don't know what that wire is. I honestly want to take it out, but it looks like it routes all the way this way, straight up. It looks like it's that little thing dangling. I don't know, but that's it. And let's put this back. So unfortunately, like I stated before, to loosen these, I'm gonna remove mine because mine came with one brand new, so I'm gonna just replace it. It's pretty early in the morning. It's like 8 a.m. And we finished her, put her back together last night and this morning. New pedals are in. It wasn't that bad putting it back on because you already knew where you was going and what you needed to loosen. So definitely loosen the steering column, which are the 2 bolts. But in order to do that, you gotta remove the frame, which are 210s. But don't remove these, just loosen it. So that way you have more movement. We had to remove one of the fuse boxes on the right. And in order to get the steering, in order to get the pedal assembly out. It was a little difficult to kind of line everything up because once you remove the pedal assembly, it's connected to the master cylinder and that drops a little bit. So it's better to have 2 people. But I tried to do it the best that I could by myself, and also had my wife help me. So it was trial and error. When you're doing that, you have to pay attention to 2 things. One, if it's aligning with the brake booster, and as well if it's aligning with the top screw up here in the back, because you loosen that so that way this brake assembly can slide through on top. So if you don't, then it's just gonna stay kind of stuck. It happened to me. I tried it like 3 or 4 times to just get it just right. But yeah, keep that in mind. We also have some hangers that just came in yesterday. I'm gonna install one of them at least right now because I'm gonna drive the car. And yeah. So reason about these is because the exhaust is hanging and it's actually making a lot of noise because it's vibrating. And if I touch it, it's moving. I'm moving my